Testing. What? Hello? Alright, y'all. Hello. How are you guys doing today? We are going to be doing Woodward today because I'm trying to do a mission big for something. Let me see. Let me double check how this is going to look. Do this. That's fine. Yeah, because this one they want you to do a voice, so my character's not ready for that. Wait, is that I could do it early? Now I'm gonna tell y'all we're not be doing all of it in one go. So don't think we're gonna be doing it like I did the last time. We're gonna be doing a little bit of something because I'm gonna try to do some more stuff like that. I'm trying to get Genshin ready for y'all. That
be careful.
Do what we do. So let's get over here. That person's name is Daigo. Yeah. Yeah. But I'm not doing that right now, so yeah.
Mivora. She's been staying here to recover. How are you recovering from your injuries, Mivora?
Oh, it's you, Rolfer. Yes. I'm feeling much better. Dr. Herzen took very good care of me. I just did what he said and rested for a few days here, and I barely feel any pain now. Are you here to visit him?
Yes, we have something to discuss. Is he here?
He's in the counseling room next door. My friend Sigrika is in there. It might take a while, huh?
Thanks. Take care of yourself.
How to put this? I think you can have more faith in yourself, Sigrika.
Faith in myself.
That's what he said, girl.
You see, people can be more perceptive than you might realize, including those you care about. So try not to take everything to heart. Go a little easier on yourself. Good or bad, true or false, these things have a way of coming to light. And as your friend Denia said, sometimes a little distraction is good for your health.
Yeah. I'll give it a try. Thank you, Dr. Herzen.
You're welcome. Again, don't push yourself too hard. I take it you're the type who'd suddenly bolt up in bed at night, wide awake, worrying about an exam? And that'd probably go on for a whole week.
Huh? Is it really that obvious?
Only my conjecture. Would you like some candy? Sweets help keep a smile.
Sure. And is it okay for me to come back some other time, Dr. Harrison?
Why, of course. Feel free to visit my office anytime, Sigrika.
She got a crush on him, I bet.
So, about that Exostrider plan you mentioned. Let's get into it.
All in good time. Let's start with something lighter first.
Something lighter?
Any topic at all. But let's slow the tempo a little. You're too eager. Your emotions are clouding your judgment. You must feel it too. Here, a piece of candy. It'll help take the edge off and lighten the mood.
This is hope that's actually candy, not something else.
No. Thanks.
I understand your anxiety over Imeth's situation. You've always held her dear, but it's taken more out of you than you realize. Things are best taken one step at a time. The Exostrider hasn't awakened yet. The key is to pace ourselves. Slow and steady, right?
Okay. You're right. Let's table the Exostrider for now. Let's talk about you, Luke.
He's like, wow.
I trust Imeth. What we experienced together proved she was telling me the truth. And there's a connection there I can't ignore. But you and me, we might be strangers in passing who became confidants, as you put it. But it feels like every conversation we've had just skims the surface. I prefer to know who I'm working with before jumping into something as big as opening the Strider Gate. It'll affect the entire Lehigh Roy region.
Point taken. It seems a proper introduction is long overdue. Please, ask me anything. I'll answer as candidly as I can.
Are you a consultant from the Black Shores?
That I am not. Work that leaves documented trails doesn't suit my style. But I am acquainted with quite a few bloom bearers.
Imeth said she didn't know you well, but that I could trust you. You also know about the bond between me and her. How?
Imeth is a sharp girl. Even though you never introduced me to her, she could read between the lines of your actions. She's a lot like you. Smart, driven, good at bearing burdens. But she's proven to be even more stubborn than you are. After you left Lehigh Roy, she came to see me a few times in the name of counseling. To learn about you.
You didn't tell her anything.
I didn't. You had other tasks for me here in Lehigh Roy. You didn't let us properly get to know each other because you wanted to shield her from my line of work. She later stopped these visits after realizing that.
Put on my close to my face a little bit. Good storms tomorrow, possibly.
Still, I really hoped she would have opened up to me more. You both tend to keep things to yourselves, and that's never good for anyone.
One last question. What did you mean? I had other tasks for you.
That is a key topic, but not suitable for discussion here. The Space Trek Collective is backed by a number of different nations and powers. Their internal politics are of no concern to us. There are many watching eyes among the support staff. The infirmary is, after all, public space. Why don't we take this somewhere more private?
To where?
I have a place in mind. Just come with me, Golden Boy.
More personal business to attend to again, Dr. Herson?
Shh. Just a quick break, Nana. Mind holding down the fort? The next shift will be here soon.
Take care, Doctor. Do try to return in one piece.
Don't worry. I have him with me today.
Yeah, well, I'll take good care of him. If he tries anything, I'll beat him down.
Sundermere.
Yes. I keep a small workspace of my own here. A nice change of view. Leave them to me. Let's not waste any more time. Gotcha. Imbalance ends here. Prompt resected. Blink, and agony ends. The Exostrider's sword emits a unique frequency. It shields my workspace from most long-range detection methods.
You picked a good spot.
Yeah, I didn't actually make him run. It's like he did it on his own at the end. Probably because he was entering, which I would have figured he would still be walking, but hey, do what you gotta do.
Quite a stash.
This is what a secret room is about. Now, where were we? Let's start with the conclusion before we get into all the details. You asked me to come to Lahai Roy to watch for any Fraxidus activity. Warren was the first Fractsidus mole you uncovered, and you certainly won't be the last. Think of the Space Trek Collective as a web of competing powers. It's as much a haven for independence as a playground for agendas. An isolated polar region, rich with exoswarm and the potential for technological breakthrough. Lahai Roi is a gold mine, even for the Fractsidus.
You're saying the fall of Helios wasn't their real goal?
It was one of several. After your journey in Huanglong and Renacida, I'm sure you've come to realize their true aim.
Well, I've been to one.
The
I
Thenardian.
haven't done the actual thing.
Aleph 1.
So we gotta
Correct.
do that too, 'cause I need to catch up
Given
on
the
this.
Thenardian's unique nature, it's sure to catch their attention.
But right now, the
Moreover,
and
Aleph 1 is closely linked to the Strider Gate, which may be our ticket to outer space.
Spying on the Fractsidus is risky. Why would I have chosen you for this task?
Well, that is a bit of a long story.
we got time.
You've always preferred to see things for yourself. Please, follow me to that table.
I certainly will. During the transparent state, which appears to have some kind of liquid inside. There is a golden hue quietly contained inside. And what is that? Yes, it looks identical to the blood that flowed through Luke's hand during your fight in the space station. Okay.
The golden serum, developed by the Naviale group. But I prefer its other name, Ichor. My father started it as a medication for rare diseases. But as research progressed, it came to represent something far more ambitious. The drug of evolution.
Evolution? Sounds like something the Fractsidus would like.
Well, on paper it worked. I became its resonator, so it would be unfair to say it was entirely useless. But I was a rare case who survived. All it cost me was excruciating pain and my colored vision. Most test subjects like me didn't make it. It wasn't until I met you that I realized there was more to the story.
You know what's funny?
The rest is in my
Almost
study.
All the games
Shall we?
that I played that are like these, everybody has like forgotten who they are and etc. Not more so in Genshin. He kind of knows who he is, but like other ones like Honkai, but anyway, Enfield. If anything, the dude just don't know who his, like, what happened with his sister and everything like that. But otherwise, he kind of has a good idea who he is to a degree. The picture is the child's drawing of a family rendered in simple and earnest lines. A father and an older and younger brother, each one wearing a big, heavy smile. Is that Luke on the left? There's something there. On the back of the framed picture, a scribbled note reads, "Always happy, Ryan, Harrison." It must have been drawn years ago, but the frame is carefully preserved and shows little wear. That must be his brother, so.
My brother Ryan drew this picture. Not related by blood. Father took us both in after his own children passed away from a rare illness long ago. Ryan never could handle pain. But he was easy to cheer up. Whenever the grown-ups would give me candy, I'd save it all for him.
So, that's why he always has candy with him.
For a while, I tried to be the perfect son Father wanted. It never worked. So eventually I stopped trying. It only got worse from there. What Father tried to do to Ryan was unforgivable. And then came that accident. I thought what my father did was a rather mundane story. A cliché. Someone trying to atone for past guilt, only to cause greater harm. Until your hints made me suspect it was someone's staged finale. So I had my father's grave exhumed. It was empty.
With the fireplace. Good lord, what do they have in here? You examine the burnt page. Many parts of it are illegible due to the burns. It appears to have been salvaged from a fire. Okay. Judging by the legible content, it's a report. It mentions Laharoy and Void Matter and was originally destined for the New Federation. At the bottom of the report, you find the signature, the Fraxidus insignia. Okay.
The entire Lola logistics carrier was already blown to smithereens by the time I recovered this page. I managed a quick glimpse before the fire consumed most of the page. It is a report from an overseer.
A Fraxidus Overseer's report on its way to the New Federation.
Yes. Tucked away in a Lola logistics delivery box. The recipient is Eris in the New Federation.
Those 3 items you just showed me. Did the Fraxidus get into Noviali's work after learning about the Icar's potential for evolution?
They didn't just get into our work. They went a step further. Replacement. Have you ever met the Fraxidus' Grand Architect?
The thousand-faced survivor. We met near the Styx Lake deep within the Dark Tide. Wait. Does this mean your father was...
Yes. My father was just another face the Grand Architect borrowed. Though looking back now, I can't recall the moment the real him was taken. I think the Grand Architect sees life and death as a game. I wouldn't be surprised if Father was even smiling in his coffin as we buried him in that downpour. So, that's your answer. Why did you choose me? Because I have a very personal reason to go after the Fraxidus. Hatred.
Hatred. Even now.
Now, it has become something of a habit. Continue this train of investigation and you'll see for yourself what they are. But before you do, there's something I should share. My friends in the Black Shores told me you've already had a few run-ins with certain overseers. Is that right?
3. Cristoforo, Frolova, and Scar. Plus the Grand Architect you mentioned.
Ah, those names do ring a bell. Frolova is codenamed Hecate. Cristoforo? Arachnos. Intriguing, isn't it? The flair they have for their own branding. But it's a telling detail. The codename can reveal its owner's style, personal tastes, and even ambitions. Think about it. A powerful resonator who causes chaos at random leaves no trail to follow. But give them a preference, a pattern, We can start to build a profile from the pieces.
True.
I've been compiling reports on the Overseers for years. Allow me to share what I've learned so far.
I mean, you're gonna show it to me anyway, aren't you?
I've reactivated your access. You'll find the door controls right over there.
I see water, but I see a lot of food in this too.
The Fraxidus is loosely organized. Most of its members have only undergone basic, artificially induced body modification. They're not terribly difficult to neutralize. But if you encounter artificers with more creative modifications, you're likely looking at the handiwork of Hydra. Hydra is their leading mind on human evolution and body modifications. Whoever they are, they often work in tandem with Siren. In other words, if you spot one, be on guard in case the other is lurking close by. Zashiki Warashi won't require much of your attention. This overseer primarily operates in Ashinohara, a region that's been largely destroyed by the Lament.
Ashinohara. I've heard of it somewhere before.
The girl we had in the infirmary for a while. Chisa, I remember. The city that trapped her, Onami, is part of Ashinohara. Now, on to two key pieces of the puzzle. I did say the Fraxidus was a loose organization, but even the most scattered cells still need funding to function. Remember that report from earlier? It's only a matter of time before you go to the new Federation. And based on the intel I've gathered, that's their most critical base of operations. And where you'll find Eris.
How critical? Do they operate in the open?
Not exactly. But in a place where money talks, they must have members in the highest echelons of government and business. Key members. Their foothold in the new Federation has given them immense leverage. With that endless stream of wealth, the Fraxidus operates with impunity across the planet. Speaking of which, Star Torch Academy is also heavily funded by the new Federation. To be blunt, they're the Space Trek Collective's single largest donor.
Eris, huh? Duly noted. I'm assuming the other key piece is the Grand Architect?
The Fraxidus Grand Architect. Their true name is unknown. They only appear through borrowed identities. Real people, legendary beings, and even the phantoms of the dead from others' memories. I did brush shoulders with them once. It was a shame. I had no idea at the time, and missed my shot. This pen was the only thing I brought back from that great fire. I have yet to decipher the lettering, but it shows one thing for sure. The Grand Architect has been around for a very, very long time. It's a pity you called me to Lahai Roi. Otherwise, I would have continued following that trail. But you always have a good reason, right?
You uncovered all this by yourself.
More or less. I did have some help along the way.
To get your hands on one of the Grand Architect's personal items, you did more than just follow a trail. You infiltrated them.
Playing along with them isn't that difficult once you get the hang of it. Like I said, they are a loose organization.
Knowing the Fraxidus, stealing all that intel on the Overseers is risky, no matter how loose they are. Each infiltration will only be more dangerous than the last. Luke, how can a doctor who doesn't value his own life save anyone else's?
You know, this is the second time you've said those words to me.
They got away again. If I hadn't been so cautious, I could have taken care of them this time.
I should send today's findings to him. It's been 2 years. Suppose I'm due for a report. Good. You got the intel. Would have been a shame if I got myself killed for nothing. You want me to go to Lahai Roi? Why?
There's evidence of their activity in Lahai Roi. I need you to keep an eye on things. And frankly, you need a break.
Now is not the right time.
You've already drawn enough attention. Do we really have to wait for you to get killed to decide it's the right time? How can a doctor save anyone else's life if he doesn't value his own? Keep pushing like this, and you'll be no different from them.
Not pulling any punches, are you?
Trust me, that's only the warm-up. Lahai Roi is a nice place, Luke. Bright, passionate students. Beautiful snow. Perfect for slowing things down. Listen to me on this. Come.
Very well. As you wish. So I've led a leisurely life in the Lahai Roi ever since? No need to worry. I know my limits. Let's set aside the Fractsidus for now. We should discuss the Exostrider plan. But first, tell me what happened to you and Imeth in the Frostlands. I see. Imeth, she... No wonder you're in such a state.
I understand her reasons. She was fighting for her dream, for Lahai Roi, in the only way she knew how. And I respect that. The fate she chose for herself. But I won't accept it. There's more I haven't tried. I'm not done fighting for her.
Of course. I wouldn't expect you to give up so easily.
Oh, absolutely not.
Now, about the Exostrider. It started with the Space Trek Collective finding a giant Soliskin root network in Bjartar Woods. They identified it as the lid, sealing the Strider Gate, so to speak. It keeps the Threnodians' fractured forms sealed on both sides of the Strider Gate. Break it, and these forms will reunite. That wouldn't just spell Lahai Roi's doomsday, but the entire world.
Doesn't it always?
But the Collective still yearn to open that
Yeah,
gateway
that's how all these things
to
go.
explore the
It's
unknown.
not just gonna affect
So,
this area, it's gonna affect all.
They created the Synchronists. The idea was to use augmented resonance to amplify the Exostrider's power, hoping that would keep the Threnodians suppressed. But lately, the Threnodians' attacks on the seal have been increasing. I'm afraid the Fractsidus is also getting ready to make a move.
Well, then we
With
gonna
the
make a
reactor
move too.
core
How about that?
returned, all you need now is a little patience. Wait for the Exostrider to awaken. Then we can focus on how to use it to find Imeth. You were a synchronist in the Academy once before. I'll speak with Lucilla about getting you piloting access.
Then I'll wait for your news, Luke.
Certainly, but our immediate priority should be the Fractsidus. I have a feeling they're planning to sabotage our plans for the Exostrider. Rover said he'd like to check on the Exostrider in the Frostlands before he left. Well, could be a way to take his mind off things. Now then.
Dr. Herson, is something the matter?
Must you always assume the worst, Lucilla? Can't I just call to chat?
I find that highly unlikely, Doctor. Let's skip the preamble. What is it?
Rover.
Ah, so this is about Imeth. He was so tight-lipped with me about what happened in the Frostlands. Yet he spoke to you.
Sitting on our hands won't fix anything. And he was willing to open up. If a friend runs into trouble, I'll naturally step in to listen. Besides, what I have to share today benefits the Academy. It could help us get ahead of a few potential issues.
Very well. Let's hear it then. Meet me at the Institute. The usual spot.
The path's clear.
It's spinning. No. Oh, Dr. Herson. It's good to see you.
Ethan, you looked fine not long ago. What happened to you?
My thesis. My spot at the...
Hold on. I recall you coming by the infirmary with good news earlier. Something about an institute professor recruiting you for your top marks? Is this the price you have to pay for that? Careful. You might get talked out of the job over health issues.
No, I will get that position at the Institute. I'll crawl there if I have to. I'll come back from the dead if I die first.
Now you're just delirious. I know getting this opportunity wasn't easy. You can't exactly just ask for time off. Come by my office later. I'll write you a sick note. You can't run yourself like an exoswarm, thinking you'll recharge the moment the sun comes up. It's not how we humans work.
We can't say
Thank you, Doctor. Good things are bound to come your way. This takes me back. I always got my best sleep passed out in your infirmary.
The path's clear.
Let's see here. Ah, young Luke. What brings you to the Institute today?
Just here to discuss something with someone. How have your shifts been treating you these past few months?
Not bad. You know, these researchers, getting them in for a checkup is like pulling their teeth. I have to hunt them down myself. What do you say we grab a drink after my shift? A meal plans here are all nutritional efficiency. Tastes like chewed up cardboard.
Of course. Why don't I show you that scout drone model I just finished while we're at it?
You work fast. You really do enjoy that sort of tinkering.
Taking things apart and putting them back together again is quite stress-relieving. It's a nice way to unwind after a day's work.
So, what do you say we sneak over to Rogan's place when we get a minute and liberate the cannon barrel from that precious bot of his? We can put it back after he's had a good meltdown.
I'd rather not be an accomplice to that. It's unethical. And I can't believe you're still holding a grudge over that fish he stewed behind your back.
Have a seat, Doctor. Shame. I thought he would come with you.
He's been here before, but things are different now. I prefer not to have him tangled in the collective's trivial
Actually, in fact,
matters.
I never said I'd get that done.
Fair enough. But I'm not like those stubborn old goats you're used to dealing with. I don't chase after pride or rank. All I care about is Star Charge Academy. Now go on. Give me the highlights, Dr. Herson. The Fraxidus. I understand. I'll keep a closer watch. As for piloting the Exostrider, if he is capable, that's fine by me. The Research Institute will see to the preparations. That said, we can't ignore the risks that come with opening the Strider Gate. I have someone in mind who can help. But first, let me have a quick word with her. The Threnodian concerns every one of us at Lahairoi. I'll handle the board as you've asked. You focus on him and the matters here on campus.
Thank you for understanding, Lucilla. President. Our conversation went more smoothly than I expected. I thought you might think I had a hidden agenda. As a thank you, care for some candy?
I'll pass. I'm well aware of your candy outreach program across campus. I've had my fill of sweets over the years.
Yes.
As for what you said earlier, I've been here long enough to know exactly who you are. Thanks to your efforts in uncovering those moles, the Academy is safer, and we have far fewer headaches to worry about. What truly surprised us was your choice to stay all these years, and become one of Lahairoi's steadfast guardians.
Oh, I'm just glad the President doesn't see me as some busybody.
You're the right kind of busybody. The kind we're happy to have.
A friend of mine sold me on this place. Went on and on about the beautiful snow and the bright, passionate students. Convinced me to come. But when I actually got here, nothing like the brochure he described. Turns out, 8 out of 10 staff members were planted here by different factions. Our students dream of reaching the stars, all while living in a gilded cage. Meanwhile, we have Roya dealing in exoswarm parts and colluding with new Federation smugglers. I know that these students aren't fools. They're the best minds from across the nations. If even I can see what's going on, how could they be blind to it? It's their ideals, their hope for the future that lets them endure the ugly realities of this place without becoming cynical. I only came to Lahairoi because a friend recommended it. But now...
Now you've grown to like it here, right?
Yes. Same as you, Madam President.
Yeah.
An urgent transmission from Nana. If you'll excuse me.
Dr. Herson, there was a break-in at the infirmary. Nevora's being kidnapped by the one we previously detained, Warren.
What is your status? Are you severely damaged?
No need to worry. Just need time to repair.
Understood. Prioritize damage control after this call. Notify the Academy's security department. It'll take time for them to respond. I'll go after Warren. Which direction did he take her?
Received message from the Academy. They're heading towards the Sky Arcs
the Court of Savante space station he and I discovered before.
I'm on my way. Warren has escaped. He's taken a student and is heading for one of the debris fields in the Frostlands.
What do you plan to do?
What do you think, girl?
I'm going after him. I'd like you to set up a perimeter there to cut off his escape and prevent any further risks to the Academy.
You want me to secure a perimeter while you go in alone to handle Warren?
I have a hypothesis. One I'd like to verify by myself.
Very well. Your track record warrants it. Go, Dr. Herson. I'll expect good news.
Navora. Why now?
I know you've been here before. Take me to the data room. Now!
Oh, okay. I'll do anything you say.
They're heading deeper into the station. Is there someplace we haven't discovered yet?
Right on schedule. Ash takes form. Time to incise. Blink. And agony ends. That's clear.
There is a John.
That's clear.
That's a lie right there. That's a real lie right there.
The researchers the Academy stationed here. 2 with gunshot wounds, but still alive. And this one? No vitals. Their bleeding stopped. I should keep going after Warren. The bath's clear. Right on schedule. Rise anew. Gotcha. As expected, blink, and agony ends. The bath's clear. Spatial anomalies. Did someone reactivate the Skyark system?
Probably.
I'll get out of Lahai, Roy. Out of this cursed place.
It appears Warren's taken Navora to the data room we visited earlier.
That's facts right there. Of course. She said she wanted to go to the data room.
The path is blocked. It's those error modules again. I should use the adapter. It's cleared. Gotta keep moving. Almost there. Now, moment of truth.
I brought the student, just like you asked. So, where are you? Lahai Roy was just a minor setback. I'm still useful. I still have work in the new Federation. I still... Stop hiding! Say something! You! That doctor who's always watching.
You've reached a dead end, Warren. Don't you see that?
It's your dead end!
Skyark's data room. There must be a reason. Is that just impulse? Perhaps. Accurate pin dropped. Resect this! Blink. And agony ends. takes form.
Dr. Harrison! Warren, is he?
He's only unconscious. Everything's okay, Navora. How are you feeling?
I'm fine. It's just that he struck me in the back of the neck. It really hurts. I'm really scared.
It's okay. Don't force yourself to hold it in. After a shock like that, it's much better if you let it out. Keeping it bottled up is stressful in itself.
Careful.
Take your time. Tell me what happened when you're ready.
Okay. I'll try. I need a moment.
Then rest here for now. I'll go check on Warren.
I fell asleep on the hospital bed. When I woke up and opened my eyes, Warren was pointing a gun at my head. He was frantic, grilled me non-stop about Skyark, and when he found out I'd been to the station before, he forced me to bring him. Wait! Those researchers by the door!
One of them didn't make it. The other two are still alive.
I see. As for what else happened, I don't really remember.
That's all right. I've already formed a rough theory about his motives now. You should rest, Navora. We'll handle things from here.
Is that so? Then, Dr. Herson, care to share your theory?
Mm-hmm. I know when she was just staring.
Oh, Doctor. How mean. Is that any way to treat a student?
I'm afraid identity theft is not in the curriculum. Isn't that right, Grand Architect of the Fraxidus? Since you insist on playing the student, I'll offer a lesson. It takes two to play a game.
My, played me for a fool, didn't you? I was going to kill you for a little one-on-one time with Rover. Shame.
Regrettable that you evaded what was meant for you.
Ooh. I mean, it's not the worst voice I've heard, but
It's okay. Uncle Warren's dead. Nice and clean.
Being caught out in the open, and still he thought he could just vanish from La Highroy and get away with this fiasco. The naivety is remarkable.
Anyway, I got back what I wanted too, so I'm a happy girl.
On my way here, I kept wondering why you acted so quickly. Didn't fit your usual style of staying in character until the very end. Just as I thought. You were after this pen.
Ah, yes. My precious. I couldn't find it anywhere. So it was you who took it from me. This is the first time someone's taken something from me. Oh, I almost forgot to ask. When did you begin to suspect?
If you must know, my suspicions began to deepen during our last visit to the space station, when you feigned that injury. Your acting had been flawless, Grand Architect. But even you cannot mimic what you don't understand. Death itself. To an immortal like you, no matter how many times you die, it's just another lost identity. And I happen to have seen you die before.
Oh? Is this why you've had your eye on me all this time? Let me think. Oops. Can't seem to remember. My bad. My real favorite things are the ones that are really old and far, far away. But you're something special, Dr. Herson. You're the first person in forever to ever come this close.
Now, just know she said that, y'all.
Without you, the game in the Hyrule would be so boring. So, you get prizes. And I promise, it's right up your alley. Now, for the first one. At the upcoming new solar celebration, among all the lovely students, stands a member of the Fraxidus. I'm so looking forward to that child's performance.
Telling us this doesn't do your spy any good.
But that's what makes it fun! It's a cat and mouse game. The mouse needs to know the cat is coming, or how else will it run fast enough on its little wheel? To win, you just have to be the hunter. And if you do end up catching that child, that just proves they were useless anyway.
That was only the first. What's the next one?
The next prize is right here in this data room. You're so smart, Dr. Herson. I bet you've already figured it out, no? I had so much fun on this little trip to the Sky Ark. So, how did you feel seeing the etheric sea? Oh, home sweet home. Your faraway home. The one you can never, ever go back to. Leading you there wasn't all for nothing. The look on your face was the sweetest treat. Let's be sure to have more fun like this in the future. Until next time, you two. I wish you a pleasant past, present, and future.
Why did you stop me? You think we couldn't have stopped her here?
Yes. My goal was to gather intelligence, not apprehend the Fraxidus' Grand Architect.
When we dug up my father's empty grave, I realized that it is no simple feat to find an immortal who leaves no trail. The Grand Architect may appear to act on a whim, but in my observation, that playfulness is just another layer of disguise. There's a purpose behind it. When Nana called earlier, something felt off. Warren is a researcher himself. Why would he need to take a student hostage to investigate a debris field? Even if he did, breaking into the infirmary and letting Nana send a distress call was a sloppy strategy. Of course I'd be the first person she contacted.
So that's why you called me afterwards. I did hear Navora say you've had her in the infirmary all this time. You were keeping an eye on her then.
I was waiting for her to show her hand. Until then, it was all speculation. I needed to see her end the act to be sure. Immortal, 1,000 faces. We've managed to gather quite a bit of intel on the Grand Architect. If I'm not mistaken, there should be something more important hidden in this room. Otherwise, she wouldn't have called it a prize.
The fact that his body is still dead, is he dead? I mean, he's not been on up breathing, but that don't mean that he's gone. But the fact that usually in these kind of games, when a person is gone, they're gone. Like, their body is gone. Everything. So I'm trying to figure, is this one gonna be one of those surprise things?
These are personnel files from the Skyark space station. This lettering. Do you recall the lead researcher on the Etheric Sea Initiative? The one we saw in the hologram during our first visit?
Professor Junchi.
Yes. During his lecture, he mentioned a scholar who had just joined the project, Wei Ying, but his introduction was cut short. I've found that scholar's record in the system, and her name. The letters of this name are a perfect match with those engraved on that pen.
Are you saying that scholar is the Grand Architect?
According to these records, the Etheric Sea Initiative was stalled due to a lack of funding until she joined. Then, it was pushed back on track. Her involvement influenced the CSC's decision on this project. But everything else about her birthplace, employment history, or academic background is missing.
Sounds like another identity borrowed by the Grand Architect.
Indeed. It seems we've just traced this thousand-faced individual back to an even earlier point in Solaris' history. These records also show Wei Ying took great interest in the CSC and Etheric Sea Initiative during that period. That must be why she infiltrated the Skyark space station.
The universe. What secrets is it hiding behind all those infinite stars? I really want to know.
And about that footage... No need to explain. The fewer people who know about your secret, the better. It just occurred to me that this wasn't a coincidence. If her goal in the past involved you, then it's something to keep in mind on your journey ahead.
The Etheric Sea. That might have been my entry point to Solaris after leaving my distant homeland. Wei Ying was interested in the Etheric Sea before its planet-wide spread. Did she want to use it as a medium to reach somewhere beyond? I will. Given her nature, it's only a matter of time before we meet again. The more she appears, the more she gives away. If she enjoys playing games, then it means she'll follow some rules at least. Otherwise, she'd die of boredom.
Exactly. And as I've said before, sometimes style, personal taste, and ambition can be more revealing than intended. The Fractsidus has more than one base in Solaris, and I'm far from the only one with a grudge or an interest in their activities. Until now, the Grand Architect has been like a reflection in water. She never appears as her own person, only by the faces of the already dead. But now, her fascination with what lies beyond all those infinite stars is a thread we can pull. We can start identifying which schemes bear her signature. And the Court of Savante, since our Grand Architect has taken interest in them before, a trip to Mengzhou may be worth a visit.
The Court of Savante was active in Mengzhou?
Just a rumor. They say a city was built there under their direction. There may be clues there. As for the new Federation, you'll likely end up there eventually if you plan to counter the Fractsidus' operations in the future. But not now. Things are too complicated over there, and they handle resonators differently. Even with the Black Shore's backing, going in unprepared would be serious risk.
I'll be cautious. Before Navora, did you find any other traces of this Grand Architect in Lahai Roi?
Yes. There is this one thing, but it's only speculation. About how Imeth disappeared. From what you told me, she died from overclocking trying to stop the Threnodian over a decade ago. After that incident, the Academy detected cracks on the Threnodian seal in the depths of Biarter Woods. The damage seemed intentional.
You mean?
I believe it was the Grand Architect who damaged the seal, and that led to Imeth's death. Lucila's people will handle things here now. We should leave.
To where?
Let's go clear our minds. You shouldn't sit with this alone. Penny for your thoughts?
There's too many to count.
Feel like talking about it?
Maybe a little. I keep wondering if the choices I made in the past were the right ones. I still don't know why I chose to erase my memories. That one decision cost me my grip on everything. It made me leave so many people behind. You, Imeth, those at the Black Shores, and probably more I don't even know or remember now. I pulled everyone into my grand plan to save the world. And when it mattered most, I wasn't even there. If we can't save Imeth, she'll just be forgotten, left to drift in the void forever.
Even if that hadn't happened, your path was always destined to diverge from most of ours. You know your lifespan is immense. Barring some accident, most of us will leave this world long before you. Death and goodbyes are a final lesson no one escapes. For you,
very poetic, but
it's a
very
question
true.
that lingers for an exceptionally long time.
You're right.
Since you already know that, you should also see that everyone else has already given their answer. You're still the same person you were before. Just as resilient, still bringing hope to others. That's why, after all these years, we're still willing to stand with you. And it's not because you're a supposed savior. It's because you've always been you. And we're not just doing this for you. We're doing it for Solaris. For the future we all chose to fight for. We chose this path ourselves. You have nothing to feel guilty for. One can only move forward by making peace with what's lost. You taught me that a long time ago. In the end, I failed to find my father's murderer. I failed to protect Rhine. I failed to protect my own family.
But your brother is still alive. You're alive. There's still hope. You did everything you could.
Who knows when I'll wake up next time.
Then we'll make a promise, Luke. We'll see each other again next winter. You'll open your eyes, and I'll be standing right here, just like today.
Come now. Enough with that face. Some candy?
You always carry candy with you. Are you sure they really work?
I mean, I don't know what they supposed to work,
As in...
but how
It'll
we
help
sure
take
that ain't
the edge
some?
off and lighten the mood? Your words.
Ah, that. Honestly, not really. It's become more of a habit of mine. As a boy, I'd have one whenever things felt too big to handle. Sweetness was a distraction. Something to look forward to. Later, after I inherited Naviale, I realized there were still so many things I couldn't control. So I'd eat them to cope. Especially when I was up to my neck in trouble thanks to my business associates. Even after I left the company and set out to follow the Fraxidus' trail on my own,
We might be kind of
chewing on one while I watched those who helped me,
But that might not
right in
just
front of me.
be candy.
Still powerless, it seems.
Y'all remember the classic Powerpuff Girls? Remember when they had candy for the first
So
time?
I've come to believe that no matter how strong a person becomes, not everything can be done perfectly. In life, many things are beyond our control. But I still enjoy candy. It reminds me that meeting people is still a gift, even if I know I might lose them one day. If you let grief and anger burn you out, you become obsessed with results. You forget the joy you felt along the way. A little sweetness helps keep the numbness at bay.
I'll have one of your candies.
That's a weird way to say it. I mean, I guess I would have said, I'll have some of the candy. I have one of your candies. Yeah. He didn't even take the plastic off.
How does it taste?
You know, that sounds weird.
Luke, my chances of saving Armeth, they're pretty slim, aren't they?
They are. You'll need a miracle. But you've always been good at making those happen.
Thanks for the candy.
You're very welcome.
That can't be it, is it? Wait a second. Is that really it? Okay, hold on a minute, Shauna. I was expecting that. I thought it was gonna be longer than that. Hold on a minute now. Let me at least do this. Let me try and do this at least. Sure. Okay, well, I'm gonna just take y'all around then a little bit because, and I'm gonna try to do a little bit of this other story too. So let's look at the cat. What's that noise? What's that noise? Okay, everything like, I was like, wait a minute, what's that noise? I was like, wait a second. Well, the fact that she knew to come here, that's kind of interesting. What am I doing here exactly? Exactly. We're already there. Investigate things. Let me see what we investigate. Oh, okay, wait a minute. Several stand down. Child psychology assessment. Oh, that's nice. He really took care of being her, as her guardian. No, not you yelling at her. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Isn't it so incredible? We're here sharing the same time and space. In your eyes, the sparks look like thousands of bright stars. I have gazed at for thousands of time. May all the sweet dreams take flight. With the truth to be your guiding light. Let your curiosity set your spirit free and well like fire. If a lonely night surprised to see our dreams glowing brightly, every second is worth it. You're beautiful, all miracles, someone gentle treasures. This dream of shimmering daily moments. Return way to my soul and stop me from drifting. It might be the solid first step, so let's sing together. Every line I'm giving all goes back to you, goes back to you.
I don't know what that is. That means it's complete because she's not sitting there anymore. Creepy. But she wasn't even sitting there anymore. Like, I mean, I could have seen it if she had still been sitting there, but maybe that's a good way to know that you actually completed it. Okay.
On with the sounds.
Okay. Discovered a new path. Yes, he is nearby. I've seen that from Hold on a minute. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. Oh, okay. What are you doing? I had to double check that. I was like, that was a long time. This way I can definitely smell that big perfume. Ew. Hope this child is not coming home. Well, let's hope not, anyway. And I gotta run. How lovely. Can't fly. Yeah. That's right, I love you. Yeah. Yeah. That's funny. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think I wrote the game. I don't think I was supposed to do this like that. Yeah, I don't think I was supposed to do that.
Leave it to me. The end has come.
Pain relief initiated. Imbalance ends here. Return to silence. schedule. Rise anew. Rot. Resected. Dissection. Blink. And agony ends. My scalpel etches your epitaph. Ash takes form.
Just like mine was. Yeah. Sounds about it. Yep, so we're looking at Big Bang. Ooh, thanks.
This helps.
Oh, that one. I should do this. I don't want to do that. And we don't want to do that either. USA, I'll be right back. Because that was a lot shorter than I thought it would be. Because I thought it was gonna be like, this is actually good because that means I won't have to worry about coming back to this until. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm not gonna worry about that. I'll do that event or try to do it later on. What we're gonna do is We're gonna go back in time. There we go.
The bath's clear. The bath's clear.
See, I messed up and I did this. You see, it's over here. Cause I would not have remembered what we were supposed to do. Excuse me? I get it. Say it don't want you to be ahead. That's what that is. Excuse me?
The bath's clear.
Jinchi, so far everything we know about the Sentinel is still just speculation.
You were right. But my weakening resonance ability and my connection to the Sentinel leave me no choice but to explore these theories. Whether it's fact or fiction, truth or a lie, I have to confront the Sentinel and see for myself.
The bath's clear.
The Mianlun chamber should be deep in the cave. Let's go.
Right on schedule. Ash takes point. Vessel slate. Return to silence! Reaction, start. Oh, what's hidden inside? That's clear. That's clear.
Right on schedule.
Imbalance at here.
Gotcha.
Dissection rot. Resected.
Blink. And agony ends.
Hit.
Hope this helps. The bath's clear. I bestow eternal peace.
Rise anew.
Veins exposed. Excision. Entombed in daybreak.
Ash takes form. Rot. Resected.
Blink. And agony ends. Oh. What's hidden inside? The bath's clear.
This must be the Mianlong chamber. We should now help the Sentinel break free from the Flare Crest's spines. Chronos orders nearby may have frozen this body of water in time. Or it could have been caused by the temporal disruptions here. Either way, we can use it to our advantage. We can walk over the water now. We are too far away to see what's going on inside. Let's go. I still need more information to determine what we should do next.
First off, I'm gonna get this.
Refreshing.
Dissection. Ash takes form.
Game over. Entombed in daybreak. Oh, what's hidden inside?
See, it's not like they give me that.
I can feel the Sentinel's presence inside, but it's not responding. The flare crest. The Sentinel is telling us we need to find the 3 flare stones corresponding to the flare crest. Then we will be able to lift the confinement set by the Fraccidus.
Okay.
But I'm not seeing any flare stones. Or any kind of entrance to another chamber.
There seems to be something underwater. Let's start with the Chrono Sorter here.
In theory, they would have to fight this in the... Yeah, that's kind of stuff.
That's clear.
Here we go.
The water level has dropped. It's the flare stone. On that rock.
Let's go retrieve it.
The flare stone is right here, but we have to open this photon barrier first.
This barrier will break down once the corresponding photon vaults are destroyed. One of the photon vaults is in there.
Reaction, start.
Rise anew!
We need to find a way to destroy the spikes with the corroder's help. Same as last time. Let's locate the photon vault first.
A nice change of view.
The remaining photon vault is hidden behind the fissured ledge.
Fissured ledge. If only there was a tacitite foam in it. Let's look around.
That's clear.
Imbalance at here. Dissection!
Blink, and agony ends. Refreshing. That's clear. Right on schedule.
Ash takes form. Return to silence!
I deliver merciful death.
Rise anew!
Blink, and agony ends. Antuin sucks. Imbalance ends here. Gotcha.
Once, tacit discords terrorized the land.
The region of Jinzhou was under siege. A mother and her newborn child were hiding in ruins, trying to avoid the deadly creatures. They weren't safe for long, as the tacit discord found them. The mother sacrificed herself to protect her child. But with her gone, it was difficult for the newborn to survive. In a couple of minutes, its loud cries gradually died out. Fortunately, the newborn's cries echoed through the forest with a unique resonance that reached the ears of the mighty Sentinel. With a burst of energy, our Sentinel dispelled the surrounding evils. But sadly, it was too late. That night, Mount Firmament shook with the roars of a loam, and dark clouds gathered. The Sentinel returned with a dead infant in its embrace. As if by magic, somber clouds parted, and shooting stars lit up the sky. With Mount Firmament's unique flow of time, the Sentinel brought the deceased infant back to life. The resurrected infant became known as the
Sentinel's appointed resonator, and went on to become the magistrate of Jinzhou.
So it is her.
Yes, it's me. I've lived in Jinzhou my whole life, and never ventured into Hongzhen. Yet even I know of the legend. To me, Jue is more than just our sentinel, or a revered divine being. It raised me and saved me from certain death. I've been thinking about it on our way here. If the Sentinel predicted our fight, why would it even bother saving me in the first place? Now I understand why. Because I am the Sentinel's resonator. I may not have any extraordinary abilities, but I do possess the temporal program that it accidentally lost. If Jinzhou ever faces a similar time crisis, I might be the only one who can set things right. In our Sentinel's prediction, the battle between us is supposed to happen in the distant future. It had been waiting for an opportunity, a right moment to tell me the truth. That's why it didn't explain. Now may not be the opportunity the Sentinel has been waiting for, but my body cannot hold up much longer. I have to go and face it while I still can, to learn about the truth, or complete our destined battle. Give up my duty. I never thought about it. To be honest, I did doubt myself many times. was the endless kindness of you, Changli, Xingyi, and everyone in Jinzhou that gave me the courage to push on. Even Jue's decision to bring me back to life, whether out of pity or not, I am truly grateful. The thought of it warms my heart every time. Jinzhou holds everything that's dear to me. Even without the title of magistrate, I could never leave Jinzhou behind. I'm okay. The pain I'm feeling is nothing compared to those trapped in the temporal disruptions. I must find the Sentinel as soon as possible. We draw from the same source of power. Saving it means saving myself. If there is truly no other option in the end, then I will have to fight it. I refuse to back down. I will fight. To protect the Sentinel and to defend Jinzhou. One life may be lost, but many will be saved. If it means keeping everyone safe, then I have no regrets giving my own life. But let me make one thing clear. I am not planning on dying yet. I am here to fight for a chance at survival, no matter how slim that chance may be. We're not in a situation where death is our only option, are we? Thank you for placing your trust in me. Come to think of it, many good things have happened to me since you arrived in Jinzhou. Thank you, Rover. My teacher, Changli, told me it's up to both of us to solve the crisis at Mount Firmament.
Yeah, every time she says
As I know
Chun-Li,
you have a special connection
my
with our
mind
Sentinel,
automatically hears
I need your
Chun-Li.
support in this decision. But don't worry. I'm prepared. This isn't about succumbing to destiny. It's about embracing it fully. I am grateful to have you by my side through it all.
Wait. What's he doing? Let me first check this place.
Hope this helps.
Yeah.
The bath's clear.
Present.
Refreshing. The bath's clear.
Done.
2 more to go. Let's look for them nearby.
Bath's clear.
I think I'm gonna have to actually raise the water back up, and then I'll be able to reach that. Leave with the water up. I still need something to actually. Let's see. Man, you got to jump there too. Here we go.
One last flare stone to go.
Bath's clear. A nice change of view. Refreshing.
Oh, hold on. It's in the water, that's why. Okay. Go back here.
Bath's clear.
Get this water back down. Let's drain this water.
The bath's clear. A nice change of view.
The path's clear.
Okay, I'm gonna just do it to make it. There's a purpose to that.
Good. Now we can get that flare stone.
Yeah, I don't think he wants to let us take it, but that's okay. We'll take it anyway. How about that?
Right on schedule.
Dissection! Yes! Return to silence!
I deliver merciful death.
Imbalance ends here.
Entombed in daybreak.
All set. The Sentinel should be able to break free now.
Yes. I believe so. Let's head back to the Sentinel's place.
Jinshi, it has been quite some time. And greetings, Lord Arbiter. Or should one address you as Rover now? One cannot discern the cause of your arrival. Yet its significance heralds Jinzhou's fateful juncture. Shall a child who has lost their memories take up arms and fight for their fate? Or shall they retreat to their cradle and slumber? The seed of the future shall be sown in this very moment. Once the situation settles, an explanation shall be provided. For now, one must implore you to simply engage, decide, and observe. Jinshi, your journey has been an arduous one. Aside from aiding one in this predicament, surely there are other inquiries you wish to make.
I cannot bring myself to ask for more. All I seek is the truth. Mount Firmament is in grave danger. Regarding the temporal mandate and your injuries, please do not keep the truth from me any longer.
One understands your concerns. The timing may not be optimal for this disclosure. Yet in the midst of crisis, one must act with expedience. for one will soon perish. One such as this, of immortal nature, is designed to endure for all time. Yet one suffered severe harm in ancient times, and now relies on the Myeonlong Chamber for survival. This is not the optimal solution. For a long time, one has had to use this chamber to replenish energy, hoping to delay the inevitable doom. Yet fate cannot be defied. The Fraxidus have conspired against this one. Now, the injury only worsens. The Myeonlong Chamber can no longer prolong one's life. Jinzhou. The city of Jinzhou will be no more. Ever since one descended upon Mount Firmament, using the power of temporal mandate to repel tacit discords, time has been in disarray within this location. The fate of Jinzhou was sealed from that moment on. Over the past millennia, one has defied the laws of nature and sustained Jinzhou at the cost of one's own life force. Otherwise, the temporal disruption would wreak havoc not only on Mount Firmament, but on the entire region of Jinzhou. If this were to happen, all life will be engulfed in a chaotic storm of twisted time flow. Jinzhou shall forever remain frozen in time. The past and the future melt into one, rendering life indistinguishable from death. The ceremonial rituals and endless battles persist, intertwining joy and sorrow into an eternal blur. All inhabitants of Jinzhou shall endure this perpetual fate until time itself ceases to exist. It is this one's own doing, and one must put an end to it. In the coming days, one will exert every ounce of strength to freeze the time in Jinzhou at the cost of one's remaining life. In that moment, Jinzhou will fall into stillness, but not perish. In the distant future, the people of Wanglong may discover a method to rescue Jinzhou.
Is there truly nothing else we can do?
This is not the optimal solution, but it suffices as an option.
Please, forgive me, but I cannot do as you say. A decade, a century. What if nobody comes up with a solution? By that time, the world will have turned its back on this forgotten city. And who would be willing to spend precious resources rescuing a small city in a far-off corner of the world. Jinzhou's fate deserves better than an uncertain future.
Whilst one may not live to witness the future, one can still envision endless possibilities yet to come. In my deduction, this method proves to be the most effective and stable. Magistrate Jinzhi, as you express doubts, pray tell, how do you propose to solve this issue? The flow of time upon Mount Firmament is in disarray, and it can only be contained through one's utmost effort. If one does not freeze the time now, the situation in Jinzhou shall surely worsen 100-fold, or even 1,000-fold, after one's passing.
You once predicted a destined battle between us. Is it true?
Correct.
I was lost at first, struggling to grasp the prophecy's meaning. Only when I learned of your actions alongside the court of Savante did it all become clear. By clashing two resonating powers, a second resonance awakening can be induced. Through this, I am able to push my resonance ability beyond its limits, and invoke the temporal mandate to restore the flow of time. Though I will be forced to raise my blade against you.
Ridiculous! If you clash with my resonance power, even the smallest mistake will result in overclocking and leave you nothing but an empty husk. You are well aware of its excruciating effects. The pain you feel now is but a faint scratch in comparison to its true torment. Moreover, you will be trapped within the fissures of time itself. Your being will be relentlessly shredded and mended day after day, denied any respite for eternity.
But I can restore the errors in the flow of time. Isn't that why you saved me all those years ago? I'm just doing what you've been doing all along. Going against fate to keep Jinzhou safe.
Jinzhi, you are given one last opportunity. Let me freeze the time, and I can ensure your safety. You're only here to witness before the right time arrives. But you are not compelled to remain idle. Should you intervene, you may augment Jinzhi's odds of survival by a fraction. Command me to transfer my temporal mandate access to Jinshi at the right moment. The moment of her resonance ability's depletion, when she is teetering on the brink of overclocking and near death. Then we may still save her life. Miss that moment by even the slightest margin, and Jinshi's fate will be sealed.
Am I using her, or do
I should have died a long time ago. But I was lucky enough to be saved by you, allowing me the chance to see the glittering lights of Jinzhou for myself. You rewinded time to save me. I am responsible. Jinzhou is my home. If it's ever in danger, I will do everything in my power to protect what I hold dear. Even at the cost of my own life.
Such a valiant speech. Do you know the weight of this decision?
I understand your concerns. I will reach my second awakening with our destined confrontation. And restore the time flow. Are you willing to bet on me?
Restore the time flow. From where does this confidence arise? You are my resident, but your strength is only a fraction of mine. There is little chance for you to retreat unscathed.
But I can at least win some hope for our people. Even if it costs me my soul, my everything. I cannot die without trying. I may only bear your power for a fleeting moment. It's all I need to secure a better future for Jinzhou, defying all of your predictions, and I can keep you safe. If there is anyone who can face you in a fight, that person has to be your resonator. I will be your final winning move in this game.
Are you truly ready to challenge a being worshipped by your kind? Will you regret it when you meet your bitter demise?
I will not regret it, no matter what.
Very well, Magistrate of Jinzhou. Come to the summit. Demonstrate your prowess. Show me how you shall be my triumphant ace.
Okay. Zip. You got zip.
Lord Arbiter, one is curious about your choice this time. Wherever the tides may take us, you will bear witness to our
I really was surprised that mission didn't take as long as I thought. I thought it was going to take a long time. So, like I said, sometimes during this we could be doing some game show. I need to do Marcus story with Trump.
Government must be guided by virtue. Chi, do you keep this in mind?
Yes. Virtue must come first. Politics, commerce, it all must serve the people.
From now on, you shall be known as Jinshi, bearing Jinjo's name
like
as
honestly,
your
I'm actually seeing that.
What
Now that's
do you
something
think
like
of this
something that
Like here. Darkness clings. The
Right.
lights flicker in the gloom.
A guiding light.
Girl, now wait a minute.
That's why they stand out so brightly against the darkness.
I love her hair. So wait, do I actually fight this thing? Or is this gonna be like one of those cutscene things? I'm just there watching.
This entrance leads to one Sonoro Sphere. Magistrate Jinshi, one shall await you there. Rover, this battle is related to the fate of Jinjo, and only you can open this Sonoro Sphere. The key to Jinjo's future lies in your hands.
If I open it, Jinshi is bound to face you in the ultimate battle. The ideal outcome would be for her to absorb your power at the critical moment and restore the time flow without any loss of life. But there's a chance that she could push herself too far and end up dying from overclocking. Though, if I do nothing, you'll use your remaining power to freeze all of Jinjo in time.
Correct. Now, please let us know your choice.
Rover. I have been preparing for this moment. Leaving Jinjo behind fills me with regret. Knowing I may never again bask in its glorious sunshine, or witness the purity of its snowflakes. But that's why I'm here. To ensure that others can still experience the wonders of nature.
Yeah, I love it.
Our city has a rich history, with generations
See that
witnessing
waypoint
endless sunrises
back there?
and sunsets at the border. Our people have sacrificed their blood and tears to protect Huanglong's safety. They deserve a bright future. I want to protect Jinjo in my own way. As Jinshi. As a citizen of Jinjo.
That hair is awesome.
And as Jinjo's magistrate. Let's begin.
Right. Goes.
I shall lead the way.
Okay, so I'm definitely using her, I guess, because I heard her voice.
Be swift. intelligence on my part. Worry not. I shall lead the way. Sacred light. I've made up my mind, and I will not back down. You once said it's not easy to become a candle of light, but I still want to try. I want to see if I can ignite a spark of hope for Jinzhou.
Lord Arbiter. May this one transfer the temporal mandate to Jinshi. This one has heard your decision.
Take this time. Very relaxing. Take it, girl.
What do you think of this?
power screen right there.
The transfer has been carried out as you instructed. Jinji, one shall honor one's promise and restore Jinjo's future to you and its people.
Bask in starlight, as far as the eye can see.
That's a she can fly.
Forgive me.
She might be one that I might actually look again. I didn't see no chest, but you know, I think I got everything when they with the quest thing. But usually you'll see a big chest.
Jinshi has recovered. One will soon send her back to Jinjo for recuperation. Please do not worry. With all matters resolved, as per the agreement, it is time for one to address you. One is prepared to answer any inquiries you may have. I am Jue the Sentinel, the guide of Jinjo's civilization. Everything about Jinjo has been stored in my mind. You are my arbiter and my former master. In bygone days, I stood by your side as you established Jinjo City. You tasked me with safeguarding its prosperity. This one begs your pardon, for it is not all-knowing. All my knowledge came from you. One is prepared to answer any inquiries you may have. In the past, one was granted the key to that Sonoral sphere by your hand. You said you planned to participate in history, to make choices and witness the development of civilizations. One had previously requested for permission to transfer the temporal mandate to Jinshi, as that is how one is designed to function. Every ounce of my existence, from life to death, and even the passing on of power, is subject to your approval. One is prepared to answer any inquiries you may have. Since Jinshi has inherited my power, the temporal programs are now complete. Jinjo is no longer under threat. Jinshi has fully assumed the mantle of leadership. From this day forth, one shall only offer it when it is truly needed. This situation has been analyzed before, but the number of variables made reaching a safe conclusion
in other words,
impossible.
If she had told her she would not have had
To
to drive
accomplish
to
her
go
goal,
the full
Jinshi must possess both strength and confidence. Revealing the truth to her earlier would only add to her troubles and not aid in improving her abilities. Today was not the ideal moment for our destined battle to unfold. But the Fraxidus has remarkably escalated its arrival.
That's what Space is saying.
One is prepared to answer any inquiries you may have. The flow of time on Mount Firmament has been restored to its natural pace. But the citizens of Hongzhen must still contend with shortened lifespans should they attempt to depart. Fortunately, with Jinshi's resonance ability, they can stay safe as long as they remain on the mountain. For lack of a better solution, this is the best we can do. Through countless ages, the imposing Mount Firmament stood firm against the storms. But as spring brings thunder and change, one feels a spark of transformation in the air. The people of Hongzhen have a bright future ahead. One that can be steered in the right direction within mere days with proper leadership. One is prepared to answer any inquiries you may have. Your tacit mark. There is something unusual.
What? What's wrong? Rover, who's bullying you? Huh? Is it you, big thing? Huh? How dare you? I'm gonna teach you a Wait, pause. I don't think it has any bad intentions. It smells like the unnatural smell I smelled in Jinzhou before. Oh, so you must be that sentinel. Hello there, big one. Rover, why didn't you wake me up earlier? I got a feeling I missed out on a lot of fun.
It does feel similar to me, but there is some difference. This entity is unfamiliar to me. As it resides within your tacit mark, one can only assume you granted it access intentionally.
It's very good.
Lord Arbiter, have you heard of the Black Shores? The Black Shores is the starting point of your journey in this world. If you have doubts, this one suggests a visit to that island. Worry not. The wuthering waves ebb and flow. They shall send you back to where you belong.
Oh, there's the name, Wuthering Waves. took.
One suggests heading back to Hongzhen to reunite with your companions, Lord Arbiter. With Mount Firmament no longer posing a threat, surely Hongzhen will undergo significant changes.
You know the best part about this dude, because he just like Jin Shi, he can actually fly. Yeah, I love that. He's not actually going down the tail like that. Mountain Hill is not her. What a sight. I mean, it could be, honestly. If I hit those this time, no, let me hit those. Okay. They said, no, we're not letting you hit those. Okay. Hit my girl.
I stand ready.
What's going on there? Am I fighting? Oh, you want some of this? Okay.
Struggling only pains you more. Imbalance and heal. Modality switch. Blink. And agony ends. Rise anew. Dissection. Return to silence. Bullseye. Just a few scratches. Everything's functional. Right on schedule.
Yeah, I'm very well appreciated.
Oh, what's hidden inside? That's clear. Right on schedule. Ash takes form. Vessel Slave Blink.
and agony ends. Rise anew. Time to incise. The bath's clear. Return to silence! Imbalance ends here. Game over. Hope this helps. Right on schedule. Veins exposed. I deliver merciful death. Oh, what's hidden inside?
I don't know if like that's optional.
That's clear.
So they kind of threw me into skiing daily.
The bath's clear.
Mount Firmament glowed with the sun's light, high above the clouds and snow. Then, suddenly, they vanished, revealing a distant blue sky.
Yeah, we don't really know
Amidst
that
it all,
back 100%.
stood a white-haired maiden, like a
remember,
goddess descended
so
from the
basically
heavens.
she's fast anyway, so it's hard to say that.
With a
But,
mere wave
this is the
of
site.
her hand, she brought forth
I
a
could maybe
new
see more
season,
stuff,
transforming the
but
streets below.
That's neither here nor there.
This maiden was none other than the dead infant, now reborn as the magistrate of Jinzhou. When thunder roars in spring's embrace, the sun shall shine upon this place.
I don't know what part
For
you meant
only through death
exactly.
and strife
We
can
used it
one
nowadays,
truly
'cause
embrace
I
new
don't know,
life.
it's a lot of people. Oh, here she is.
I see. Doesn't matter. That's not important for our goal.
I like her voice.
We have the answers we wanted already. With the second resonance awakening, we will tap into powers that rival the Sentinels. Complete control of the artificial resonator awakening process is within reach. And lastly, about that rover. This trip was worth it. We've collected many wonderful notes, haven't we? It's about time. Get moving. Can't let a certain someone wait too long behind bars.
Yeah. You feeling that rover?
The incision has to be clean.
What's that?
Don't want to mess for suturing.
What you talking about? That was a woman.
I will be there for everyone.
Gotcha! Let's reach farther destination.
I should try to...
I will be there for everyone as we head toward our shared future, leaving the past behind.
Wait, did I get it? Wait. Hold on a minute. Are we still in this? it, didn't we? Wait a second. Did I already equip them?
Why?
I will be there for everyone.
I was to say,
as we
I'm
head
like,
toward our shared future.
I'm like, what
leaving the
what
past
did you
behind.
see? Yeah. This one I did it, but whatever. Okay. Do we have any more? Scales is past. Okay, I remember that one. That's an event that takes place. We'll worry about that another time. Let me see. Yeah, I love it. Oh my gosh, let's do it, y'all, for real. Let me do that real fast. Yeah, we can do a little challenge. Here we go. Yay! That's what happened. Yeah. We'll do it. We'll try doing it with a 50. Oh, it will. It could happen big time. Let me see. Let's see. He does. Yeah.
Swift and resolute. No hesitation. Moment of resonance.
Leave it to me.
I stand ready.
Swift and resolute. Strike from the shadow.
The action sap takes form. Game over. Blink. And agony ends. My past is deeper. Rise anew. I deliver merciful death. Gotcha. Return to silence!
Swift and resolute. I sense your weakness. The hour is upon us.
Yeah. That's gonna be all we need to do, because I was expecting that other thing to be longer, so yeah, that was. Let me see. Yeah, is that the one that's going to be so we're gonna be doing Black Shores. So yeah, I think it's a good place to stop. Like I said, we did what I said that we were gonna be doing this with the finishing up that story. Which really wasn't a story, it was more like a side quest. But hey, that's all good, you know. But glad I work on ranking up again, cause I need to make sure these characters are getting stronger for harder situations. So, we'll worry about that another time, though. I think this will be a good time. So, like I said, we got through the main quest. We got through that thing, so yes. Now that quest would have taken a little bit longer, but I had already started and like I said, all these things. Like right now, y'all, I'm just out of sync. I'm not on any actual like chronological order or anything like that. Like I started it in this with the first thing before Black Short, but I was all the way in La Haroy. So, you know, as far as it goes, I'm all over the place. But that being said, we're catching up. We're putting it all together, you know. And it's all about having fun, I suppose. So, does it really matter? But yep. Let me see who it's. We're gonna read out to somebody. Like I said, now Genshin's story for Varka, because he has one, and then there's an event one. So we got two of those for him. And like I'm powering Varka up at the moment as well as we speak. So yeah, I'm doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes so that we can actually have him be part of his coming home story. So, yeah, that being said, I did enjoy the story for what it was worth and everything. Like I said, this won't be the first last time. Definitely not, because like I said, we still got this stuff that we still got to do. Yeah. I'm curious about this. I am curious about this a little bit. But we'll get to that later as well. Like the sound of that. We get this. But we still got some things that we gonna be doing now. These are permanent, so we definitely I won't lie. It's the outfit and the hair. I don't know why, but it just makes me think. Now, I know he ain't got a fishnet. So we got the. But like it. Let's go ahead and finish this up. So yeah, we got 20 some stuff that we still got to do, y'all. Start looking into this later. See if I can. Yep. So let's say we're powering up. We need power for that too. So yep. So we still got plenty to do over here. We're planning on doing all of them, honestly. Let's see. And like I said, when I'm not doing that, I'm doing something. Y'all want a good laugh? Here's something I messed up on Ultra Rumble. So, me doing my little thing, because normally I don't pay for Battle Pass, like, levels. But I saw the time was getting a little away from me. So I said, let's see how much it costs to do that. Y'all, I am now at 140 on Hero Crystals. Because silly me mixed it up and I ended up using them for like the last 10 levels. It was just horrible, but here's the good part. Now I don't have to get on Ultra Rumble for a little while, and I just build back up. And like I say, if I really want to do it, I just replenish them. But yeah, it sucked a little bit. Because I was like, well, dang. But I'm not upset. Like I said, it gives me a break because, y'all, you seen Ultra Rumble. You see me stream it. That game is sweaty as all get out. And in the last, like, I guess the last 2 weeks, they have area battle. And they've changed the missions for the daily and the weekly. Well, that's alright. Like I said, if I need to get more, I'll get more. And like I said, they usually have events and things, so I'm okay. I'm not upset or anything about it, really. You know, like I said, it gives my mind a little time to just recuperate a little bit because, like I said, just like Fortnite, Apex, and all those things, people go all over the place, and it costs you the match and stuff because the other people working as a team. So it's all good. Like I said, we don't sweat the small stuff. Like I said, it's one of those because the way I look at it, you never know how long the game is actually going to stay around. You never know. So you want to try to use it, while you can. But because I said, I'm starting to think, do I want to get on there if the battle pass ain't hitting on nothing, like if I don't like a costume or something, do I really want to actually do it? Because like I said, they doing a lot of things, like when it comes down to those battle passes, like I said, in other games, and this is made by the same company and things like basically you can do like AI if you really want to, because I wish they would put that in where you could complete missions with AI, because like I said, sometimes you don't want to be on there, and trust me, there are plenty of people that want to flex what they can do in ranked or quick match. There are plenty of people who will do it. Like I said, I'm a little bit disappointed that it happened, a little bit, but like I said, I'm not like, oh my god, it's the worst thing ever, because I never really used them, really. I except to get the battle pass. And like I said, if I need to replenish for that, I'd do it. But I never did wishes with the crystals or anything like that, because am I really about to waste on that and you get crap? No, not at all. So that's why I say it's not a huge deal. But yeah, me have my little pitiful 140, but like I said, it gives me time to just relax a little bit. I think it was like 14 days left, so for the next 2 weeks, you better believe I'm not gonna be on it. Yeah, that'll give me time to do some other things, for real. So yeah, because otherwise I probably would still be doing. Let's say I didn't read it right, and so that's why it happened. But it's all good. Like I said, it didn't really cost me anything, because here's the thing, y'all. All I did was events and things, and that's how I accumulated. You would do that, and I did Battle Pass, of course. And if you just do that, you'll accumulate. Easy. Yeah, but you gotta want to actually do it, though. But yeah, it could have been worse. It could have been I paid money and then I wasted it. But no, I didn't. So kudos to me on that one. But I'm going to send y'all over. Let me see who because I'm gonna be watching. I'll be watching because y'all be quiet, but I do be watching with y'all. Whoever I send y'all to. So let me see who okay. Like I said, I'm trying to do some, and I'm also trying to do stuff on rivals because I'm still trying to take advantage of those Chronos token rush things. So that gives me a little time. I think there's like what 9 or 10 days left, so not having to worry about my hero for a little while actually is gonna open up my schedule for that a little. So hey, we good. And like I said, that'll give me also time to do Najun a little bit and get her where she needs to be and stuff. So, you know, we're looking at the bigger picture. We're looking at the positives, you know. So, yeah. That being said, hope y'all enjoyed your day. I hope y'all are about to enjoy your day. And if you're already there in tomorrow, I hope you are enjoying your day. Be sure to stay warm or cool again, pending where you are. Nourish your body, hydrate your body, rest your body. Take your medicine, your vitamins, get plenty of rest. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Now, because of everything that I thought was gonna last longer, because I really was expecting this to last longer with this story, and that I was gonna be coming back to it, but obviously I don't have to worry about that now. So I'll have to think what I want to do. So just know a lot's up in the air at the moment, but we'll see. But anyway, take care of yourselves, and I'm going to send y'all over to the Pokemon Queen. Unless I'm going to be joining y'all too, so keep your friendly faces on, and let me go on and get y'all over there. And like I said, I'm going to be there too, so don't think that I'm just sitting y'all man bowling. Nope. Now, I might be silent, but I'm there. Alright, we're going to end the stream. Alright, peace.